Hello, good morning. This is Dr. Charmaine Gregory, and this is the Nocturnist Diary. I wanted to talk today about procrastination. I am unfortunately a big procrastinator. I am guilty. I'm raising my hand. I know that I'm not alone, and unfortunately, this particular problem poses some issues because if you're a procrastinator, then you tend not to be a great planner. So you tend to get a little bit stressed out when things are coming to a head as far as deadlines and all of those type of things. And you may not be performing at your very best. And that is unfortunate. So I'm just going to share some things that I have learned from reading about how to maximize time and be not so much a procrastinator. All right. So I read this book. I don't know if anyone else has read it. Oh, thanks for joining. Let's see. Oh, yes. Hi, Oleska. Thanks for joining. So I read this book. Hopefully it's showing up, right. It basically is called Eat That Frog, and it's by a gentleman by the name of Brian Tracy. Hi, Linda. Thanks for joining. And he just basically breaks down 21 potential fixes for the ultimate in procrastination, and just gives some practical tips on how you can just implement different things in your life to help to maximize your time and let you not have to wait until the very last minute for everything. So one of the things, hey Valerie, thanks for joining. One of the things that he mentioned, which I thought was interesting because I never really prescribed to this, and it is actually when you have something that you are, shooting for, to literally almost reverse engineer what you need to do to get to that goal. So, for example, if you have a project that is coming due in a couple of months, literally like writing down every single task that you will need to accomplish in order to get the final product at the end, and then reverse engineering or like planning backward to see what you'll need to do week 1, week 2, etc., and really making it not a crash situation and more of a planned scenario, therefore being more effective with your time, therefore allowing for your stress levels to not be so high that it hinders your ability to be productive. So one of the things that he recommended in this planning stage is, hi RT, thanks for joining. One of the things that he recommended in the planning stage is actually making lists. So I was never a person that went by lists. I mean, I do use a list at work because, and I just came from work not too long. I use a list at work because I want to see like who I have to see, what are some of the things I have to do for each patient. When we do a transfer of care from the previous provider to my shift, I need a list to see what is it that I have to follow up on, that my colleague has asked me to. And so, I do use lists in my life, but I was never one to have a list for what am I going to be doing today, like having a list of all the things that I need to accomplish for the day, having a list of, like a short-term list and then having a long-term list. I was never really one of those people, but he makes a great point in the book, and I think that I might be a convert to list making. And I encourage you, if you've never used lists, to definitely think about it, because you can definitely see and have a sense of accomplishment as you tick off those items off your list, and you feel like you're getting closer towards accomplishing your goal. So I say all this to say because, and this all came up because I had a conversation over the weekend with someone about just seeking after their self-care and their wellness. And the individual said, yeah, it's easy for you to say because, this has all become part of your life. And I said, yes, but it wasn't always. And it definitely kind of started out with a list, which is pretty ironic, considering I'm not, an avid list maker and checker offer. So, I just suggested that, yes, indeed, getting started is always the most difficult, but if we set some very simple goals and write them down and make a plan for how we're going to accomplish them, then you'd be surprised at how much you can actually do and how productive you'll be. So if there's something that you have been planning to do or something that you want to do, and you felt that urge of feeling like I can't start this thing, I really don't feel comfortable pushing through it, just make that list, simple things. And I think that will really help to push you in the direction of getting the ball rolling and getting the momentum that's going to help you to accomplish great things. So I hope that hopefully wellness is part of one of the things that you would want to be better at or incorporate into your life, because obviously I'm a wellness advocate. But if it's another project, definitely go for it, and you can totally do it, and don't feel like there are any obstacles that are insurmountable, because they are always ways around, ways over, ways through a problem. Just it takes a little bit of creative thinking sometimes. So hopefully you found this helpful. If you did, please feel free to comment below and share with a friend. And I hope that you will also share what list you are going to be utilizing to help you to maximize your time and accomplish that amazing goal and really achieve your greatness. So this is Dr. Charmaine Gregory. Thank you for listening to my musings. I really appreciate your time. And I hope that you will be strong, be brave, and unleash your greatness. Have a great day.